Hi. Bratislava till March 27, 1919, Prešporek, the city in Central Europe, the capital of Slovakia. Officially the population of the city makes about card people. By other estimates it makes more than card people. Bratislava is in the southwest of Slovakia at the foot of the small Carpathians, occupies both coast of Danube and the left bank of the river of Morava. Borders on Austria and Hungary, it is the only national capital adjoining on two sovereign states. The historical capital of the Hungarian kingdom. From 1541 to 1684. The First Slovak Republic. From 1939 to 1945. And the Slovak Socialist Republic. From 1965 to 1990. Nowadays Bratislava is the political, cultural and economic center of Slovakia. In the city there are residents of the Slovak President, Parliament and executive authorities of Slovakia. In Bratislava there are several universities, a set of the museums, theatres, galleries and other cultural and educational institutions. Many large enterprises and financial institutions of Slovakia have the headquarters here. In 2017 Bratislava took the third place in the list of the richest regions of the European Union on DDD. PPS. Per capita. After Hamburg and Luxembourg. DDD at par is approximately 3 times higher than purchasing power, than in other regions of Slovakia. Bratislava annually accepts about 1 million tourists. Etymology. The Roman Pisonium camp was still B.C. in the place of the modern city. Later on his place the Slovak city of Prešov was formed. The name from a personal name. In the Middle Ages the city was in structure of Austria and his name turns at first into Breslavsburg, and then into Prešpork. With formation in 1867 of Austria-Hungary the city received the Hungarian name Pazin. The Hungarian distortion Latin Pisonium. After education in 1918 to the city the Slavic name which for several centuries turned in the national use in Bratislava was returned to independent Czechoslovakia. According to 5a. Nakinev, it is possible to consider established origin of a toponym from the Slavic name Bratislav. Or Braslav, Prešov, Vratislav, by analogy with Wrocław in Poland.
The Bratislava region is the economically richest and prospering region of Slovakia in spite of the fact that it is the smallest region and has the second largest kernel of the population from 8 regions making Slovakia.
26% of DDD of Slovakia are the share of him. DDD per capita of €33124, 2005, is 147. 9% of an average value across the UN is the second largest. After Prague. Level among all regions of new EU member states. In December 2007 unemployment rate was 1.83%. Many public institutions and the private companies are based in Bratislava. More than 75% of the population of Bratislava work in the service sector which is generally consisting of trade, banking, telecommunications and tourism. The Bratislava Stock Exchange. BIS. the organizer of the public stock market, was founded on March 15, 1991. Since 1991, the car maker Volkswagen has the plant in Bratislava which extended. Now his production is concentrated on SUVs, of which 68% of all production are the share. View Touareg is made in Bratislava, Porsches Cayenne and Audi Q are partially constructed there. In recent years, many international companies, such as IB, Dell, Lenovo, AT&T, SAP and Accenture, constructed the service centers in the city or think to make it in the nearest future. The reasons of the entry of the multinational companies include proximity to Western Europe, the qualified labor and high density of the universities and research centers. Strong growth of the Slovak economy in 2000 led to a boom in the construction industry, and several large projects were complete or planned in Bratislava.
Areas which attract developers include the Danube River, where 2 large projects are already under construction,
River Park in the Old City, and Eurovia near Apollo Bridge. Other developing places are areas around the main railway and bus stations, around the old industrial zone near the Old City and in the village of Petržalka to Novo Mesto and Ružinov. It is expected that investors will spend €1.2 million for new projects by 2010. The city has the balanced budget of nearly 6 billion Slovak korunas, €182 million as of 2007, with the fifth intended for investments. Bratislava holds shares of 17 companies directly, for example, in the Company of Public Transport Bratislava, the companies on collecting and recycling and also municipal water. This city also manages the municipal organizations, such as city police, the Museum of the City of Bratislava and the Bratislava Zoo.
Bratislava, the tourist city, large festivals, the Bratislava musical celebrations and Bratislava for all are held here.
Geography and climate. Bratislava is located in the foothills of the small Carpathians, on both coasts of Danube and on the left bank of the river of Morava. Beyond Danube, the smaller part of the city of Petržalka is located. The city directly adjoins borders with Austria. Till December 21, 2007 there were boundary transitions Petržalkaberg and Jurovskici. And Hungary. Till December 21, 2007 there was a boundary transition of Rasovtsrake. The climate is the continental, adjoining on moderate sea. The Edfe/Sieka. Average annual temperature of plus 10.5 C, an average annual amount of precipitation minus 565 m. Average temperature of January, about 0. 4 C, and the average temperature of July minus 21.3 C. The winter period cold and damp with snow cover. The summer is very warm, almost hot, it is frequent with strong winds. The population of Bratislava as of December 31, 2016 is estimated at 425,923 persons. On a population census of 2001, Slovaks made 91.4% of the population, Hungarians minus 3.8%, Czechs minus 1.9%, Germans minus 0.3%, other minus 2.6%. Catholics minus 243,048. 56. 7%. Atheists minus 125,729. 29.3%. Lutherans minus 24810. 6%. The others minus 4.7%. Calvinists minus 1918, Jehovah's Witnesses minus 1827, followers of Orthodox Church minus 1616, Methodologists minus 737, Jews minus 748, Baptista minus 6. History. The destroyed Velikomoravsky lock Devon towering over the place of confluence Danube and Morava. Old City. The first constant settlement belongs to the Neolithic era. Culture linearly, tape ceramics. 400 year B.C. The 50th year BB, the Celtic settlement destroyed near the 50th year BB by Dox led by Brabista. Near the 50th year BB, penetration of the German tribes on the territory of Bratislava. Near the 50th year BB, the first emergence of the Roman legions in the territory of Bratislava. About the 70th year, the Roman settlement of Gerulata. I / the 5th century of our era, the border of the Roman Empire passes across Danube, a set of the Roman and German settlements.
Traditionally it is considered that Bratislava was one of the strong points of the Danube defensive line built by order of the military leader Roman Emperor Tiberius Pisan. However, the exact evidence of the Roman presence in the district of modern Bratislava it was revealed not.
375 year, Romans leave the territory. The 5th century, arrival of Slavs. 560 year, arrival of Avars. 623-658 years, the Principality. The end of the 8th century minus 833, the Nitransky Principality. 833-907 years, a part of Great Moravia. 907 year, the first mention of Bratislava in Chronicles. Breslisburg. The Battle of Pressburg, which terminated in a victory of Hungarians over the Bavarian army. 907-1918 years. With small breaks. A part of Hungary. 1541-1684. After Buda's taking by Turks. The temporary capital of Hungary subordinated to the Austrian monarchy of Gabsburgov.
On December 26, 1805, signing a peace treaty between France and Austria in Pressburg after defeat of Austria in Austerlitsky battle and her checkmate in War of the Third Coalition.
The Pressburgsky World. (1919–1939), a part of Czechoslovakia. Change of the official name on Bratislava instead of Presporek.
Earlier the name Bratislava was used only by the Slovak patriots relying on doubtful reading of a name of the Prince of Panonsky Croatia by Pa Joseph Chafarek and the Blatensky Principality of Bratislava.
As Bratislav.
Originally Slovak immigrants in the USA wanted to rename the city into Wilsonover Wilsonstadt in honor of the President Woodrow Wilson as the supporter of the right of the nations for self-determination.
1939–1945, the capital of the First Slovak Republic is a Dunajsky part. The modern region Bratislava of 5 is annexed by Germany. On April 4, 1945, it is released by troops of the Second Ukrainian Front during the Bratislava and Brno offensive operation. 1945–1992, a part of Czechoslovakia. 1969–1992, the capital of the Slovak Socialist Republic. Since 1990, the Slovak Republic is a part of Czechoslovakia. Since 1993, the capital of independent Slovakia. Transport.
With arrival to the city of the railroad in 1848, the railway station Bratislava main works in the downtown.
In Izajunajski part, the railway station Bratislava Petržalka works. The railroads from the city go in 6 directions.
The Bratislava airport Ivanka of Stefanik is in several kilometers from the city and works since 1951. The consortium Onedwo owning the airport plans to unite them in a uniform complex with the Vienna airport Schwechat, which is also belonging to him, with laying of the high-speed railroad Bratislava Schwechat Vienna.
For ensuring navigation across Danube in the city, there is a river port with the station. The road network of the city includes 5 bridges and has 3 main highways from the city. In the city there are the main bus station Linsky Novi and bus stations. The omnibus became the first public city transport in Bratislava in 1868.
The tram in Bratislava was opened in 1895 and since then is the main public transport, having 8 lines now.
The Bratislava trolleybus was for the first time started in 1909, but soon closed, and again began to work since 1941, having 14 routes now. Bus routes. About 60 usual and 20 night. Also work in the city. At the same time till 2016 the bus was the only public transport which went to Izajunajski part, the cities of Petržalka. Now the new tram line on which 2 routes -1 and 3 go is laid there. Public city transport is operated by the uniform company Dopravni Podnik Bratislava. In 1985 there was a construction of the Bratislava subway which was soon stopped. Education. Kamensky's University. Slovak Medical University. The Economic University in Bratislava. The Slovak Technical University in Bratislava. Massachusetts Media. Being the capital, Bratislava is the location of offices of a set of the Slovak Massachusetts Media. In the city there are offices of such TV channels as the Slovak Television, Markiza, Choj and Ta. Also in Bratislava there is a headquarters of the Slovak Radio and offices of a number of commercial radio stations. Among the newspapers, Smaj, Pravda, Novikas, Hospodarski Noviny, appearing in Bratislava and English-speaking, the Slovak Spectator.
In Bratislava the headquarters of 2 Slovak news agencies is located.
News Agency of the Slovak Republic and Slovak News Agency. Sites. Bratislava Hale. Bratislava Zoo. Bratislava Puppet Theatre. Hale Devon. Prashalkovici Palace. Istropolitansky Academy. Hatem Sofer's Mausoleum. Mikhailovsky Gate. Apollo Bridge. National Theatre of Slovakia. Novi Bridge. Fishing Gate. St. Martin's Cathedral. Old Town Hall. Stary Bridge. Franciscan Church. The Saint Church of Elizabeth or Blue Church. 1907-1913. In modernist style. One of the best known constructions of the Hungarian architect of Eden Lechner. St. Nicholas Church. 1661. In Baroque style, earlier Catholic, nowadays belongs to the autocephalous Orthodox Church of the Czech lands and Slovakia. St. Jacob's Chapel, ossuary and ruins of the oldest medieval religious building of Bratislava. Church of the Holy Spirit. Church. Virgin Mary's Church Lortansko. Sport. In the City Sports Society, Slovan is based. The football club acts in the Slovak Extraliga. And hockey, one of the most successful in Europe. In 2012 AEK Slovan entered Kijako. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.